best thing is bait fish, and that's what we stopped on here today. Bait fish.
What are these bait fish?
They're finger mullet, or which is just a small mullet.
On this week's episode of the G3 Sportsman, we're getting our sea legs. Yep, doing a little saltwater fishing with our good friend Sam Heaton of Minn Kota. It's going to be a spectacular day, so let's get started. I lost him.
Give me my fish.
He fell off.
That thing pulled twice as hard as a silver. Look at this catfish. My God. Oh, you got to catch one.
Nice fish. Thank you, fish.
That's what I'm talking about. Get you some of that.
The G3 Sportsman is presented by Yamaha, when you want the best. You know, I'm always bragging about how lucky I am to be living here in the Ozarks and have just an abundant supply of fish and game to go after. But you know, I'm just like everybody else. I like to go to different parts of the country and try to harvest or catch different species that I've never went after before. Well, this past summer, I got to go down to South Florida and fish with Minn Kota's Sam Heaton around his house just south of West Palm Beach in Florida. Now, Sam Heaton is quite the character. You'll see when you get to watch it.
When Mama's happy, everybody's happy, even the horse.
Sam's an old freshwater guy that's been converted into saltwater, and so he really is a hoot to fish with. If you don't mind, I'm going to try to throw in there and catch it.
Oh, yeah, go right ahead and throw in there where I was at. Not very gentlemanly, but.
Well, I know. But in this big body of water, they seem to be in that one little hole. So.
Yeah, not very gentlemanlike.
Not very
I was afraid you weren't going to be a gentleman when I first saw you.
Well, and the more I'm around you, the more I know that I'm fixing to learn.
Every man for himself.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Everybody for themselves.
I was lucky when I got down there. He had him a brand new G3 1860, and he was just tickled to death to have me come out and show me what he knows about saltwater. And you know, a lot of what we did was fishing out there on these flats and throwing these topwaters there, spooks and all, is pretty similar to if we had surfacing fish on our lakes or reservoirs. But the thing is, you know, you never know when you throw out there what might bite this thing. I mean, you know, when it comes to fishing saltwater, I'm absolutely just a rookie at it. And you never know what might blow up on that Zara spook, and that's what makes it pretty exciting right there.
There you go, Scott. I knew we'd find a stupid one after a while.
About half trout. That's probably a little trout. He got a mouthful of hook.
Yeah. That's okay, he's a keeper trout. Now in the state of Florida, you can have 4. One of them can be a trophy.
That's probably a perfect eating size now. You know, I'm gonna watch how you're holding him.
I try to get them right under there. Because, see, they got teeth. See his fangs? See his fangs right there?
I see that.
Of course, they got teeth all the way around.
But
he's a good little fish. Yeah. You want to save some, or you want to try to save some?
That's up to you, Sam. I mean.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll put them in the live well in the G3, and we'll, if we don't want them, we can always send them back.
All right, well, that'll work.
I think that's a trout. Yeah, I think he's a trout. Hey, Chihuahua. Mucho grande, hasta así. And all that trash. Mucho grande.
That is a trout.
Oh, I hope we get a shot of this before he gets off. Mucho grande.
You need some help, Ed?
See?
Sam?
Yeah.
Do? Okay.
I need some help, please.
Need some help? We ain't got a
This is
net.
a big one. Saltwater guys don't use nets.
Oh, that's a red, isn't it? Oh, that's a big old trout. Okay. You just want to belly him too?
Yeah. Let me see.
Over here.
Oh, don't you keep trying to mess my fish up. Golly. What's the matter with you? Easy now. Easy.
I got
You pull him out.
you. Keep pulling him up, pushing him under the boat.
I'm not pushing him nowhere. There he goes. You lost that fish, you rascal. Well, he was a good one, wasn't he?
He was.
Yeah, he was too big to keep anyway. He was a good one. I hope they got that on film. Hey, how much you think he weighed?
I don't know, 5 pounds?
Oh man, he's bigger than that. He's at least 7.
Oh, fine. I can't judge him.
Well, I knew you'd say that when he come off.
Well, I tried. I tried to
That
get
was a
him.
good one.
You had him lassoed.
You can't keep him. You can keep one over 20 inches, I think. We already got one over 20.
Oh, okay. Well, he was
That was a good one. Hey, I wish we'd have got him up. We could have showed him to boys from Texas. They'd have gone crazy about that.
Get you another.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do. I can tell you that right now.
It ain't?
No. He's a little one. Compared to old Daddy Rabbit. Boy, that was a good fish, wasn't it? You
Yeah,
know,
for me to slap him off, I wasn't gonna let you catch a fish bigger
tried
than
to
me.
get my rod. What?
I tried to.
You TV host guys are rotten, you know? That's the way I should have done it. You TV host guys are rotten.
Yeah, we'll try to take claim for it.
See? Isn't he pretty?
And that's a keeper fish.
Oh yeah, that's the keeper. I'm gonna keep this fish because he's right in the slot. He's right between 15 and 20 inches. Miss Lisa,
Man, they're pretty.
she loves to eat fish. I love to eat fish. It makes her happy. And I like it when Miss Lisa's happy. He's good one in the sky.
He got me right here. He got me right here at the boat.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. I mean, he short rode me. You go ahead. I think I can get this.
Good one, don't lose. Good. Slide him out of here.
Jack, when you get them close, don't you?
Yeah, they don't like it.
That's a dandy. I like that.
That's a good trout.
That is a good trout for me. Is that a keeper trout?
Yeah, you want to keep him for over 20? You're over 20 fish? 20 inches?
I don't have to. I can chunk him back.
Oh, go ahead.
All right. Well, did he come off?
Yeah, he come off.
All right. Well, I'm gonna put this back so I can catch it.
He's a little bit on the big side.
Okay. Well, I'll just put him back and I'll just catch another. I will just catch another. Thank you, brother. There you go. That's it. I got the South Florida trout squaller right there.
Squaller. Not squaller.
I'm gonna get it here in a minute. That's a little better trout, isn't it?
We'll keep him. We'll keep him. Those pliers are laying right there in the floor.
Boy, I got him lassoed. I was just sitting there talking about with no hook.
Yeah.
I end up.
Be careful with him now. Don't you? I can do hook removal, but it's not painless for you.
I know. I've been there.
I can do hook removal. I have a pocket knife and a pair of pliers.
Well, I don't like that. I don't like the sound of that at all. Yeah, that's 15 incher there. Isn't it?
Yeah, he's 15. Put him in the live well.
I'll put him in there.
I believe I'll fry it. I got no problem eating fish.
All right.
Tell you what, they come to life when they get in there.
I shot a show with Joe Booker.
Yeah.
And we would catch a smallmouth on the bait. And old Joe, he's a heck of a fisherman. I mean, you know, that's all he's ever done. He's never had a real job, and he's a good friend of mine. So I can talk bad about him. But he threw out there, said, "See that smallmouth right there on the bed?" I said, "No." He threw out there and he caught him. He said, "See that one right there?" I said, "No." He threw out there and caught another. He said, "There's another one. You see him?" I said, "Yeah, I see him." Before I could throw, he threw out there and caught him.
Kind of like that.
Yeah, kind of like you just did. Hey, that's a good one there, bro.
Is it?
Yes, sir. Right, buddy.
Is that a trout too?
That's a trout.
Oh, he cut up.
Hey, that's a good one. I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you. That's one of the ones. I'm going to help you.
Don't get the hook in there.
I'm not going to. I just want to lose it. I'm going to do the trout flop.
Trout flop. That's a good one, huh? All right.
Good job, bro.
Yeah. Here, let me get this. That which worries me. I don't want them hooks
Good
to
job.
get in you. Thank you. Well, if you put me on them, I can catch
you
them.
know. Hey, anybody can blind hog.
Well, that's all I'm doing.
You know, I really ain't trying to catch a fish. I just want to make sure you have one.
And you're doing, and I appreciate it, Sam. I mean, I do.
That way you won't feel so bad when you have to pay me a guide fish.
That's what it is. It's all about the Benjamin. Yeah,
Good job.
You're doing good.
Good job.
Keeping me in fish.
What I might do, I want to make sure I remember where we are. We might want to make that drift again. See that pelican fly over all those fish?
That's where I'm throwing my...
That's what he does. He flies close to the water like that.
Yeah.
And make those fish spook, those bait fish spook. And then he'll make a big wide circle, gain him some altitude, then dive in there on him. I missed mine.
You know, one thing that I really found unique about fishing South Florida versus, say, the Ozarks is the tremendous amount of water. I mean, it's just as far as you can see is just water. I mean, you know, on my lakes, you know, I look over here, I've got shoreline. I look over here, I got shoreline. And there is just so much water to cover. I mean, I thought the guides around home were just exceptional as how they can find fish on these big lakes. These guys down here, my gosh, I mean, they have to be out there, I guess, 365 days a year to keep up all these fish. I mean, they've got, you know, the tides that come in and go out, and whether or not the pressure is going to affect this and that, and the moon phases and all this other stuff. I mean, it's more complicated, especially for an old country boy like me to try to figure out, you know, where to go to catch these fish than it ever has been in freshwater. A lot of these fish down here are feeding on mullet. To me, it just looked like a big minnow. I don't know what mullet really is, but that's what these fish were mainly feeding on. And if we found a concentration of those mullet, it just seems like that's where we had the best success. And fortunately, Sam knew of a couple of places, and I guess he had the mullets all corralled up over there, and he seemed to keep us in the fish.
A lot of people think that against those mangroves is the shallowest part of it. That's not so. With the going in and out of the tide, normally around the edge of the mangroves it's a little bit deeper. I don't know if the camera can see it or not, but out here there's some big white holes, and there's actually a little hump, and that's what we're fishing. We're easing down through here, fishing this hump, and it's got some grass on it. Now, one of the things that we're doing here that we weren't doing out there in all that, we weren't doing in all that heavy wind and heavy water, is we're doing a little more consistent retrieve. In other words, not so erratic, but more consistent. Because that's what the snook, he likes that.
He ain't much.
That's a puffer fish. Let me show you this.
Holy
me
cow,
show
look
you
at that
this.
thing. It looks like
It's swole up, didn't it?
look at that. Holy cow.
Look how he swole up.
That is too funny. You won't pop him, will you?
Huh? No, I ain't gonna pop him.
That is funny.
He's all
Look
swelled
at
up.
that. A puffer fish.
He kind of like
Boy, he swelled up, didn't he?
he's kind of like Rick Murphy. He's kind of swole up on himself. Eh?
That is too funny.
He's kind of swole up. Feel how rough he is.
Cause you can just hold him like that?
Yeah. Don't hold him there, he'll bite you.
Look at that. That is so cool.
He's a puffer fish.
I'm gonna tell you right now, we ain't got these in Ozarks.
You don't?
That
When you
is,
set him back in the water, he'll let the air out of himself and set him in the water and watch him.
that is too funny.
There you go.
Well, we don't.
Yeah, showed my true color.
No, you hadn't showed out. You look at that.
Oh, baby! Yo!
That is too cool.
Ooh, Chihuahua! Ooh, Chihuahua!
What happened to showing your true colors? Oh, you.
Get out of my way before you make me lose my fish! It's a good trout.
That is a good trout.
Look at that. Old Fang. He's got one big fang. Old Fang. I'm gonna name him Fang. I'll show y'all why in just a minute. Oh, Chihuahua. Hope you don't get that bizarre spook in my leg or my arm.
Does every fish in this water have teeth?
Yes, sir.
I believe it.
If he don't have teeth, he's bait.
There you go.
Okay, got it. See that fang right there, Scott?
Yeah.
See that fang right
He's
there?
only got one?
He's only got one. They replace each other. They'll come back. They'll grow them back if you break them off. So.
Well, that's a big old fang, though.
Yeah, he's a good one. I'm gonna put him back.
Good job, Sam.
Watch you, wow, he's gone. Vámonos, amigo.
I'm thinking it's big trout.
I'm thinking we're gonna do this like. Oh, you're right, Chip, though. He'll break that line. Pulling the G3 around sideways, buddy. Okay. Pulling like that. Redfish? Stop.
Can't tell. Back here, we'll have to take a look at it.
Yeah, it's a redfish. Get him up here, bro. We'll do the art on that young man. Pretty real. Pretty real. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Come here, baby.
Thank you, Sam.
That is a South Florida redfish. Congratulations, bro.
Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you, sir.
Great fish, isn't he pretty? You want to hold him? He won't be still like a bass. So.
All right. There we go.
Good job.
There we go, my
Good job.
inshore slam.
Inshore slam. Snook, trout, redfish.
Cool. Cool beans. Thank you very much
Good
for
job.
letting me come down here and fish.
Hey man, it's been my pleasure. We've had a good time.
I tell you, we have
You
caught.
can't catch fish. You can't catch these fish out of these aluminum boats.
No, there's no way, can you? You gotta have a big old.
Gotta have them. Gotta have them.
You know, I love it at home in the Ozarks, but I tell you what, every so often I love to come to
Yeah.
a different part of the country.
That's what makes it exciting.
It is. It's absolutely a dream to come down here and to get to fish with somebody like you. That's just a bonus.
Oh, I don't know about that. It's
I'm gonna let you release him.
I'm gonna release him. I'm gonna revive him a little bit.